if you shop at the wrong place, we're also hearing this. Say you go to the local bar, you buy a round of drinks, behavior score might drop. That says you might be in some trouble. You're drinking a little more. Marriage counseling, that says things could be wrong at home. You might be at credit risk. And obviously, we talked about discount stores. Chris Markowski, let's bring it back. Watchdog on Wall Street. Chris, what is this all on the up and up? Can we fight this at all?
I really don't think you're going to be able to fight it, but I think it's not as nefarious as everybody wants to make it believe. The word credit comes from the Latin word to believe. And the banks were in so much trouble last year. That's why we had to come up with this $700 billion TARP program to bail them out, that they were doing everything and anything to pull in these various different lines. Nobody wanted to believe it. They can't come out and tell you, listen, we're in trouble right now, our bank, because then there'd be a run on the bank, and then it can actually, bring the bank to the ground. This is why they're doing this. They want to cut people's various different credit lines because it looks bad for them on their books.
But yeah, I mean, they changed the rules and didn't let us know, though, basically, right? I mean, let's get a couple calls in. Bonnie's with us in Virginia. Hey, Bonnie, your thoughts here?
Yes.
Go ahead, Bonnie.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Bonnie, go ahead. Tell your story.
American Express. My husband and I had an $18,000 line of credit. We recently had it cut to $1,100 with no explanation. We always paid our bills on time. We always paid well over the credit amount. We contacted American Express, and the customer service person said something about our credit. So we checked ourselves on our three scores, the three.
Yeah.
And ours were excellent and good. No history had been changed. My husband's had the same job for 15 years, and they would not compromise. They would not tell us why. They just said that they were cutting lines of credit. And we told them to go from $18,000
to $1,100. Wow.
$18,000 credit line to $1,100, and had never been late, always paid well over the limit.
Wow.
And
okay. Bonnie,
that's my story.
Okay, Bonnie, thanks for the call. Kevin, are you working with American Express, or is this a done deal? It's over.
You know what? I have not heard from anyone in American Express with a thorough explanation as to why they reduced the limit. In fact, I called almost immediately after I received the letter, and I spoke with someone from the executive's office for 30 minutes going around in circles, and they blatantly denied it. And, here's the problem that I have. It took me putting on the pressure through the media and other means to have them confess that in fact, they did look at establishments where people shop. But there is hope. There was an amendment in the Credit Card Act of 2009 that the president signed that addresses this type of behavior. Now, it doesn't outlaw it or prohibit it, but it will study it through a study with the Federal Reserve and other financial institutions.
And we want to know. We want a light shined on this so we know what's going on. Let's get another call in. June's with us in Arizona. Hey, June, your thoughts?
Yeah, Mike.
Hi, June.
I a long time ago, decided I didn't want people knowing what I was buying. So instead of using my credit card for small purchases, I just go to the ATM, get the cash, go buy what I want. Nobody knows where I'm shopping or what I'm buying.
June, you're a revolutionary, paying cash. I think that, we need credit, let's face it. But for some of the smaller purchases, I think Chrissy's hitting on something here. Budget it, pay the cash. And, we probably wouldn't be in this kind of mess if we would have listened to June a little bit, huh?
Absolutely. Well, that's the key is, with credit cards, pay them in full every single month. I buy everything on my credit card, use it all the time, basically, because you want to use it for accounting purposes. But I'd recommend people, you know what? American Express does that to you. Move. Go somewhere else. Find a bank that's going to do the right thing by you. There's plenty of them out there. A lot of good small local banks that are still strong. You can find out the various different ratings. Don't put up with it. You don't want my business? Goodbye.
Well, right, but it shouldn't have to come to that
because
that's a major inconvenience. For me, as you can imagine, just getting married, I'm looking for a home. So my credit line is reduced to the point where it'll affect me, where I am now in the second tier for interest rates. And so I calculated at the end of a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, that move by American Express will actually cost me $15,000.
Wow. That's what we're talking about here. And Chris, your example, Kevin's as well, you guys are responsible. And our callers as well, and they're cutting the credit limit. I think that's what really gets us and frightens us to some degree. Guys, thanks again. Kevin, for telling your story. Chris, always good talking to you as well.